Hi guys, I'm just going to do a quick video on the magazine cover. I'm going to walk you through how I'm going to create mine. So first of all, keep your photo very simple. Try to shoot it the exact same way you see it in the photo. So it's shot portrait, not landscape. Because if you do a landscape, you're going to have to crop and play around with it a little bit more. So always try to shoot with your camera in the landscape, portrait position. Keep it very simple. Shoot it during the day. Shoot it in natural light. This one I have blueberries in my fridge. So I'm just going to take them out, put them in a bowl, and shoot them near a window. It's a beautiful, perfect day for this because it's nice and cloudy. So let's walk you through this here. So I've opened up my photo, my magazine cover. And the first thing I'm going to do is over here in my layers panel, I'm going to create a new layer and let's put it on top of my magazine cover. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill that layer with a color, and I'll explain why in a few seconds why I'm doing that. So I'm going to take the paint bucket here, and I'm going to fill it with red. You can fill it with blue, green, whatever you want. You just want to pick a color that isn't on your magazine. So I'm picking red, so because there's no red text or content on there. And I'm going to fill this there. So it's actually filling the layer that's above, and I'm going to drag that layer down below the photo. So there it is. Next thing I do is go back up, and I'm going to use the text tool, and I'm going to recreate the word crumbs up here. And let's go. So I'm going to go here. I can already see this icon's really big, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so it's manageable. And I'm going to write crumbs. That. So that text does not match up here. So I'm going to try to find one that does. So I'm going to select it, and I'm going to start scrolling through all my options. So as I drag over and scroll through all these fonts on the right here, you can see different fonts pop up on the word that I wrote. So we can come up, and I'd already looked online and I found this one, which I found fairly similar. And it kind of matches, other than the size of it. So now I can select it and make it bigger. Get close. That's roughly the same size. And you can play around with all these different settings. So this adjusts the size of the font. You could do the spacing of the font or between each letter. There you go. And if your color doesn't happen to match, what you can do is click on the color here and you can change it to a color that you choose, or you can use the eyedropper tool and select the yellow you want. Like that. Good. And that's practically a good match there. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place it a little bit better, and I'm going to rotate it and move it into place. And that's pretty good. So, what you can do is turn it on again, off again. So the reason I created that red layer below is now I can turn off the magazine layer, and I can kind of see where my text is without the blueberries in the background of the magazine. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to do another layer of text for the word new up here. So I'm just going to come down in the center of the magazine. I'm going to resize the text to about 60, and I'm going to write new. And I'm going to select that text. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to white so it matches. And then I'm going to try to find a text that matches that. So I'm going to go back up here and start scrolling through. And you can notice over here it changes as I scroll through. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're not going to find anything perfect. And I kind of like that one. It's not perfect, but it'll do. W exclamation mark. And you drag it up there. Yeah, that's not too bad. But it's on an angle too, so I'm going to angle it. Like that. And I'm going to bring it up here like that, and see it's a little too big. So I can make that text smaller now. Something like that. Maybe a little bit smaller. And then I can see how it looks. So I can turn off the magazine cover. That's not bad. So I'm going to do that for every element on there. All the text, all the circles, and then I'm going to photograph it. I'm going to photograph it this afternoon and then do another little tutorial on how to add it, my photo to this. So I'll keep on working on this, and I'll post another video tonight. Hopefully that helps.